Hi, today I'm going to be doing an overview and somewhat of a review on Beyond Little Hearts for His Glory by Heart of Dakota. So when I was looking for curriculum a few years ago, there was just not much at all out on Heart of Dakota. Now there's a few things, but there still wasn't anything specifically that I could find on Beyond Little Hearts for His Glory from somebody who had been using it. So I wanted to go ahead and just share some thoughts on it and kind of go over what it's all about. I'm currently using this with my 6-year-old, who you can hear in the background playing with his siblings. Hopefully that's not too distracting. But he, like I said, he's 6 years old, and we are currently in week 14 on this, so we're about a third of the way through. So we have a pretty good grasp of the program so far, and we love it. So I just wanted to go over a few things. So it's for ages 6 to 8, and we're using it for first grade, which has been a really good fit for us. And as you can see, this is a very well-loved guide, but let's find a page that isn't marked up. So it is a very open and go program, which is great, especially if you have other littles running around. So if there is an activity involved with it, it's very simple, and it's stuff that you would generally have on hand, like masking tape, aluminum foil, things like that. So crazy runs to the store or anything like that to do projects, which I find very helpful. Something that we've really enjoyed about Heart of Dakota is that they use living stories to teach rather than just the cold hard facts. They really immerse you into the stories, and it's really been a second education for me because I don't remember learning this stuff the first time around. My education was very just here are the facts, memorize it, move on. And this really just immerses you in what it was like. So we're learning about the Pilgrims, and we're learning about the families that left England and what it was like for them, the kids, and just it's really just amazing, and it's been really a joy to do. My baby. Here's the history books that we've been using, and like I said, they're just living stories. They just take the place of the Pilgrims and tell us just what it was actually like. And something that I really appreciate about Heart of Dakota is everything's kind of tied together. So if we're learning about the first Thanksgiving, we're also getting to do games that they did in the first Thanksgiving. So one fun game, this is Essie, come say hi. It's my 2-year-old, she is so precious and I love her dearly. So back to the Thanksgiving. Something that's fun is that they did in the first Thanksgiving is you take a big jump, mark it off with masking tape, and then try to beat your next jump. So as far as the science, it's not the same living book structure as history. So for us, it's been a little bit dry. As you can see, it's very much just the facts. These are water birds. And I did find that Obi, my 6-year-old, already knew pretty much all this stuff in here, so we actually don't even do the science. But she does have some really neat science, I wouldn't say experiments exactly, but science project type things in the guide that we do, and we have really enjoyed those. For example, one of the things is we made just a crumpled up aluminum foil ball and blew it across the counter, and then somebody came and blew this way as a crosswind, and we saw how hard it was when people just used sails to get across the ocean to get to an exact spot. So it tied in again to the Pilgrims, and that was really neat. And for our favorite part of our day and of the curriculum, we have these great books. And These have just been so fun. I enjoy reading them, and these are the out loud, the read-alouds that we do. So they've been categorized by genre. We've done biography. We have done adventure. We have done historical fiction, which actually it called for Little House in the Big Woods, but we have already read that several times. So we decided to go for Farmer Boy, which was great. And we are currently reading Cricket in Times Square, which the homeschool principal, my husband, read when he was a kid, and he really loved it, and it was neat to be able to share that with him. The readers have been really fun. Good. You should eat some. So I think the hard thing with readers is they're just so boring. Just such basic words. But I really feel like they did such a good job picking out these readers. They are so fun. So far we did the Early Reader's Bible, which was so special for my 6-year-old to be able to go through an entire storybook Bible, pretty much on his own. And then we read Owl at Home, which is hilarious. And now we're reading Frog and Toad All Year. And by we're reading, I mean he is reading. As for Bible, we actually do Awana. So we don't do the Heart of Dakota program, but we did in the beginning, so I'll just speak really quickly on that one. There is some really fun memorization with music and with games to learn, and we found it really easy to memorize those things. There's also very thought-provoking questions, so it just wasn't kind of like a blind memorization. It really did try to reach the heart. The math has been great. It's very visual, and we use a lot of manipulatives, so that has been helpful as well. We do have a spelling list we go over each week, as well as copy work, and the copy work is taken from poems. And something I really like about that is with the poems, there's a lot of character building traits in those. So some of the poems have been about perseverance, the beauty of creation, thankfulness, so those have been great. There is also art involved, and it is a lot of fun crafts. Just for example, one of the things we did was make a shield out of aluminum foil and cardboard, and they kind of etched into, I say they because my 4-year-old participated as well, and they kind of just etched in different symbols into that. So yeah, it was just really fun. Overall, I just adore this curriculum. I think it's so well thought out and complete, and it's just beautiful. I love doing this with my son, and I know that he's getting a good education, and it's all based in the truth of the Bible, and that is so important to me, and I just love it, and I can't recommend it enough. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.